to say, is that all you've got? And now he's starting to put the big attack together. And the bell comes, and they both...
Get ready for pure heavyweight knockout action. In this video, you'll witness the most devastating, jaw-dropping knockouts in boxing history. From rising prospects to legendary champions. Watch as fists fly, jaws break, and careers change in a heartbeat. These are the knockouts you won't forget. And before we start, quick reminder, don't be lazy, hit that like and subscribe button. Alright, let's go.
Oh my goodness, what a left hook! And then a left hook uncoiled, stepping to his left.
Let's start with the fight between Vladimir Klitschko and Byrd. Byrd was fast and elusive, but Vladimir had size, reach and crushing punching power. He controlled the fight from the opening rounds with his jab and straight right hands, gradually wearing Byrd down. In round 9, Vladimir landed a crushing knockdown, after which the referee decided he had seen enough and stopped the fight. Next up, Anthony Joshua vs Kubrat Pulev. From the opening bell, Joshua controlled the action using his jab and straight right hands to keep Pulev at range.
Weaves nicely underneath, so good defensive skills by Joshua, and a return right hand, good counter right. Pulev is hurt, second right hand, that clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill. Knocking Pulev around the ring, hits him with an uppercut as well. Another uppercut, that hurt Pulev. Pulev's on the ropes, he's hurt, he turns his back.
Big right hand, and that uppercut, 3 in a row right there,
It is,
4.
there it is.
After several rounds of dominance, in round 9, Joshua landed a devastating fight-ending right hand that sent Pulev crashing to the canvas, securing a decisive knockout victory.
Oh, another one, and Pulev is hurt. Pulev is rocked, he's on shaky legs, and down he goes.
15 seconds now for Joshua to finish.
Third knockdown of the fight for Anthony Joshua, right hand, and down goes Pulev. And they get to 10. I think no question, Sergio, you're right. Look at that right hand. There's a highlight reel shot. It's Louis Hassan Rockman right there. That was beautiful.
That was the very end of Kubrat Pulev. You saw for that last knockdown.
Next, Tyson Fury vs Steve Cunningham. Fury started confidently, using his jab and size to control the range with ease.
From the jabs of Stephen Cunningham that he's landed to the body.
Fury now taunting him.
In round 2, Cunningham stunned Fury with a big overhand right that dropped him to the canvas.
According to CompuBox, Fury, he's knocked down! He's knocked down!
Fury got too aggressive and got caught with a big shot.
But Fury got back up and survived the round, gradually regaining his composure.
We see Tyson Fury lazy with the left hook. Steve Cunningham timed it perfectly, landed an overhand right on the top of Fury's head.
In round 7, after wearing Cunningham down with body shots and uppercuts, Fury landed a huge right hook that sent Cunningham crashing to the canvas, ending the fight by knockout.
Yeah, Steve's almost done here. Look at this.
There's another going and he's down. Cunningham is knocked down by Fury.
You see him hurt a little bit right here. Another good right uppercut. Those are big punches. And you see him using the left forearm, pushing him off, gaining separation. Another short right uppercut, holding his head.
Next up, Samuel Peter vs Oleg Maskaev. Both heavyweights opened by trading powerful punches, with Maskaev enjoying some success in the early and middle rounds, landing clean shots and standing his ground.
And now Peter is just unloading in the corner. Maskaev not firing back, but blocking most of the shots. Now, against the governing body which is sanctioning the fight.
What?
purpose of reaching hit a guy in the back of the head. But the punches that just come from around.
But here, Emmanuel, I think you're seeing some improvement.
As the fight wore on, Peter's strength and timing took over. In the 6th round, he landed a heavy right hand that staggered Maskaev, forcing the referee to step in and stop the fight.
Let's go in Atlantic City.
Well, that was really a part of his style.
Hard right hand by Peter, and he follows it with another right hand. Hard right hand by Maskaev. Amazing that Maskaev is still up.
It's over.
It's over. And Garcia stops it.
Next, Mike Tyson versus Franz Botha. Botha surprised many by using movement and sharp counter-punching to frustrate Tyson in the early rounds, even hurting him at times.
On the head of Mike Tyson.
Very well indeed.
What an ugly start to this fight.
When you're disqualified, read the rule book, you'll find
Botha didn't do much damage.
Fire in Mike Tyson's eye. There's fire.
Straight fire.
This is the kind that into the streets of Brooklyn.
And again.
Tyson struggled with fatigue, but continued pressing forward, looking for the knockout.
And Botha backing up.
That's not the strategy Botha said. He talked about punching, stepping up the side and punching again.
He tried it right hand down here, just like we worked on. Okay?
Toying with Tyson. Who ever thought we'd see this?
Botha's ahead right now. It's Tyson who's got to worry, not Botha.
I'll tell you what, I don't like fighters that just
getting off first, and Tyson not countering, not taking advantage.
In the 5th round, Tyson finally broke through, landing a crushing right hand followed by a left hook that sent Botha to the canvas, where he was counted out.
Tyson shots that we've seen him hit people. Not once. Now you go.
covers.
Botha able to come back.
I mean, that is a mark of a shot fighter when you can't get off punches.
A beautiful right hand. Down goes Botha. That's all it took. One shot, he may not get up. Botha stumbling around. It's over. It's over. Mike Tyson has returned.
One right hand.
One right hand equals.
Next, Joseph Parker versus Simon Kean. Parker controlled the fight from the opening bell, using his experience, movement and sharp jab to keep Kean at bay.
Certainly worked on his defense from what I've seen in the past. Nose is in there with a
settled when Parker starts to vary the trajectory.
But every time he throws it, he's getting countered, and that was a nice right hand.
In the 3rd round, Parker landed a clean right hand, followed by a flurry of punches that dropped Kean, prompting the ref to stop the fight.
Parker, he senses hurt Kean here, Mike.
And you could sense the reaction of the crowd as well as the uppercut got through, ready to fight back. But the uppercut goes through for the 2nd time in quick succession.
What a shot! Knocked out Mike. A very good performance against a guy who had an opportunity to really change his life, but the speed, the power and the accuracy. This final uppercut was an absolute peach. He threw the jab, the knees.
Referee Bob Williams had completed his count. Kean was still completely unaware.
Next up, Anthony Joshua versus Dillian Whyte. The fight started at a fast pace, with both men exchanging heavy shots and showing the intensity of their rivalry. Whyte had moments of success in the early rounds, even hurting Joshua and forcing him to respond.
Dillian Whyte can keep using the jab, it'll keep
Nailed
Joshua
him again
busy.
with one of those left hands. And Whyte comes through. Joshua sticks his tongue out at Whyte. Whyte in survival mode here, and Whyte is starting to come apart here already.
Seemed he's got cleared some of the cobwebs out of the round.
Okay, that was Joshua hitting after the bell, and Whyte not having any of it. Whyte's lost control.
As the fight progressed, Joshua regained control behind his power and composure, and in the 7th round he landed a devastating uppercut that dropped Whyte, leading to a knockout victory.
Better again from Joshua, but again Whyte hasn't gone as far as proving Joshua's a fake yet. Not at all. Again a slip.
And we're only halfway through.
Good weight because obviously the round where he hurt
Oh, he's got him. Finally got him. Is this the breakthrough? There's a grin from Whyte, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes.
He's hurt. The way he went down. A shot that it was a right hand from the side as opposed to the 1-2.
He caught him in the temple as well, and quite often that's the punch. The toughest guys you've ever seen, Joe. And there's the finisher. Terrific uppercut.
A lot of pent-up frustration in that up.
Next up, Joyce versus Zhang. From the opening rounds, Zhang's southpaw power and accuracy troubled Joyce, causing swelling around his eye.
Really good shot, left hand. Zhang.
He was just a little bit slow to react, and he's getting caught again.
Here's a left hand that gets through. Joyce has to take a backward step, then he's caught again. These are extremely worrying moments here in the second round for Joyce. With Zhang, but he looks troubled in there. Big left, right down the pipe again. Zhang looks to unload.
In the 6th round, a series of heavy shots from Zhang forced the referee to stop the contest.
We know that Zhang also has put a little...
Oh! What a shot! Right hand! Joyce face down!
With the right hook, but it's all set up with the jab. There's the left, and then there's the right hook. Point to the chin. In the world that would get up from that sort of shot, that was a absolute cracker. 20 stone hitting you.
On to the next one, Jarrell Miller versus Thomas Adamek. Miller took control early, using his size and power to dominate the opening round, and backed the veteran Adamek up.
He's fluid with his hands, throwing uppercuts and hooks in the back of the right hand, and has Adamek against the ropes. Miller is stalking, and he lands a good body shot. Adamek is hurt. He got bundled over of Adamek, but Adamek already doesn't look sharp. Throws back immediately to the body.
In the second round, Miller landed heavy right hands, and an uppercut that staggered Adamek, who hit the canvas and was unable to continue.
Throwing shots.
Look at the combinations.
Adamek is hurt. Adamek is wobbled. Everything Miller throws hurts, and he goes down. 8, 9. Indeed it is. He is a busy fighter. He lets his hands go. The uppercut hurt Adamek early, and that uppercut was beautiful. You're right, Ray. I mean, it's the whole repertoire with 90 pounds difference. You could just see the weight taking its toll on Adamek, and that's the shot.
Next up, Dillian Whyte versus Lucas Browne. From the opening rounds, Whyte asserted himself with the sharp jabs and heavy shots, quickly cutting Browne and controlling the tempo.
At the world heavyweight title, Fury, he's trained hard, Browne, and he had to. This is a big opportunity back home in Australia, but he is being absolutely punished every time.
Browne shot hard, but struggled to keep up as his face became increasingly swollen and cut.
You can see all the blood pouring now. Real mess of Lucas Browne's face. He's going to be blind in that left eye. Now he's good shots from Whyte. I mean, that right hand was a thunderous right hand that landed flush.
Will that even hold up? And Whyte takes his time.
In the 6th round, Whyte landed a massive fight-ending left hook that dropped Browne hard, prompting the referee to stop the fight.
And that was what he's doing. He says, come on then, let's have it.
The pace of Lucas Browne. If Whyte can land 3 or 4 shots, damage and closed eyes. Good work from Dillian Whyte.
Big combinations. Lucas Browne, shot one more, but he can't, and the left hook lays him out. Whyte is victorious, and it's a dramatic...
On to the next one, Muhammad Ali versus Chuck Wepner. Ali controlled most of the fight with his speed, movement and sharp combinations, while Wepner showed incredible toughness and resilience, absorbing heavy punches and staying on his feet.
Some of the pre-fight publicity would lead you to believe there's a good right hand that spun the head on his left hand. Doesn't have the same speed he had 5 years ago, but he's got plenty of speed. There's a good combination, another 3-4 punches to the face of Wepner. Ali landed a good combination of left and a right hand. There's a lot of moments of a round. There's a good right hand that goes just off the left cheek.
After 15 grueling rounds, Ali sealed the deal, finishing Wepner in spectacular fashion.
Through with a left jab to the face. Good combination of punches. That's an under and over with a left jab follow-up for Ali. Looks like Wepner is in trouble now. He's staggering. Ali goes to work with the right hand. He's got Wepner in trouble. He's trying to hang on. He's out on his feet. Ali puts him. Come on, let's get a ring, baby.
The winner by a technical knockout, and still world heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali.
Next up, Mike Tyson versus Larry Holmes. From the opening bell, Tyson imposed his relentless pressure, using explosive combinations and powerful hooks to keep the veteran Holmes on the defensive.
Big question is how long can his legs stay strong? There's a lot of pressure. Through the right hand that time. 20 seconds to go in the second round. Oh! First good right hand landed.
In the 4th round, Tyson unleashed a flurry of devastating punches that sent Holmes to the canvas, prompting the referee to stop the fight.
Tyson boards in. Here's Tyson attacking again. 38-year-old Larry Holmes cannot continue that round after round. Oh, a big right hand. Down goes the former champion. He was there right on the button. Larry is hurt. He's definitely hurt. His legs are gone. And in comes Mike. There was a big right hand. Larry's nailed again. I don't know if he'll be able to continue. It's up to 4 and 5. How do you feel? It's up to 7 and 8. That was able to do it against Ronaldo Snipes. He goes with a big right hand. The left won't come inside. There's the left. There's the right. Larry's ready to go again. He's going to hang on. Or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Knocked out. It didn't even bother the count. It was a vicious.
On to the next one, Tyson Fury vs Vinny Maddalone. From the opening rounds, Fury used his jab and size to keep Maddalone on the back foot, landing clean shots and dictating the pace.
I don't think he was expecting the power. Right hand there from Fury as Maddalone. He's being posed a lot of questions and he ain't got any answers at the moment. Maddalone, and there's a right from Fury and Maddalone is hurt there.
In the 5th round, Fury unleashed a sustained attack that left Maddalone unable to defend himself, forcing the referee to stop the fight.
Well, given where he's from and what he does for a living, it's a cliche to call Maddalone a tough guy, but he is tough. Even he, though, has been stretched to the limit now. He takes much more of this. He has to get in there and stop it. And he has stopped it.
Next up, Deontay Wilder vs Tyrell Hernandez. Wilder controlled much of the fight with his pressure, gradually breaking down Hernandez as the rounds went on.
Something that he does have in his arsenal. That left hook. It's been a peaceful mindset all week as that left hook connects there. And now another stiff jab. As Wilder unloads that left hook. Wilder kind of paws at him with the left.
In the 7th round, Wilder unleashed a sustained attack that rocked Hernandez, prompting the referee to step in and stop the fight.
And that right hand got through the defense of Hernandez a bit. And there's the left hook. And there's that right hand, gets through the defense again. And there's a huge right hand, knocks in. I must say, may have been a little bit, it was eventually coming, but I mean, Dave, what are your thoughts?
I think.
On to the next one, Riddick Bowe vs Jorge Luis Gonzalez. From the opening bell, Bowe dominated the fight with his power and relentless forward pressure, keeping Gonzalez on the back foot and landing the more effective offense.
Could really operate to Gonzalez's advantage. Hard right hand by Bowe. Gonzalez wobbled into the ropes. Lands the left jab, just misses the right hand behind it, right by Gonzalez, but Bowe comes right through it.
In the 6th round, Bowe landed a heavy, fight-ending overhand right that sent Gonzalez to the canvas, prompting the ref to stop the fight.
Our interpreter Hector Garcia says he's getting no useful advice in the corner between rounds. On paper, that looks like a big advantage. There it goes. That should do it. From this, he fools me. Now Mills Lane doesn't bother to complete the count. Just lean a little bit forward and just take it.
He's had just too many of them all night.
Next, Deontay Wilder vs Damon McCreary. From the opening bell, Wilder dominated with relentless pressure and his signature thunderous right hand.
McCreary is not a heavyweight. I've actually seen McCreary fight before. He was a very good super middleweight prospect 5 or 6 years ago. Quick 1-2 that put McCreary down.
And there we see a little bit of Wilder's.
McCreary struggled to respond to the power and precision, and the fight ended in a quick knockout.
And here, round 2, McCreary trying to stay a little bit.
He got a right hand in there.
Yeah, he got that right in there. But back comes Wilder.
When a fighter gets a good shot at Wilder, he usually...
Referee interference right there, by the way.
He usually pays the opponent back in kind.
Yeah, McCreary just kind of puts his head down and throws some punches in upward direction. Oh, on the way down, he nailed him.
So McCreary charging in and really just getting nailed by Wilder. So the right hand that seemed to buzz Wilder really landed to the neck. But Wilder came right back with the left, right, and then another left.
Next up, Daniel Dubois vs Kevin Larena. Larena shocked fans by dominating much of the first round, dropping Dubois 3 times.
What a punch that was! Absolute beauty.
And he's still not right.
He's still not right. For a sensational victory here. Dubois lands the left hook, but he's so off balance. And he's down for the 3rd time.
Yet Dubois weathered the storm, regrouped in the second, and in the third round landed a crushing right hand that sent Larena down, signaling the beginning of the end.
In the second round. Oh, that's a good shot! Daniel Dubois!
Dubois followed up with relentless pressure, forcing a TKO victory and completing a dramatic comeback.
He's got to dig deep now. Dubois lands a crunching left hook in there. Yeah, great uppercut as well. Larena's going. One. And Daniel Dubois has dragged himself off the canvas.
And as Daniel Dubois then went for the finish, he caught him. You called it, Fletch. It was a left hook that really did the damage just above us. And then he put another right. Gonna get beat. Let's get it right.
And everyone who questioned his character, his heart, his desire against Joyce.
Situation in there, because he'd obviously got damage to that leg, and he wasn't right mentally. But I think with Larena, you said it as well, Fletch, that because he didn't jump on him the next round.
Next, Lennox Lewis vs Andre Galato. From the opening bell, Lennox Lewis dominated with his size, power and precise combinations. Galato struggled to respond, and Lewis landed a devastating punch that ended the fight in the first round.
The center ring. Right hand over the top by Lewis. Left hook by Lewis. Galato goes down.
Yeah, I don't think Galato's ready. This is over. This fight is over. The referee should stop it already.
Cortez gave Galato a lot of time, but he has absolutely nothing as to Lewis.
Next up, Anthony Joshua vs Kizichek. Joshua imposed his size and athleticism, quickly getting the better of Kizichek with powerful jabs and combinations.
The right eye, Kizichek. Nice dug-in body shot there. And following upstairs as well, and already it's looking like it could be the end very soon. Marcus McDonald a little.
Kizichek was completely outmatched, and in the second round Joshua dropped him with a left uppercut, followed by heavy punches, forcing a referee stoppage.
Take a lot more here as well as he starts to open up, then holds.
Yep, he's in no hurry.
Oh, that might be the end of that. A really sharpful combination. He's up at 4, just lunges in. You've got to credit his boys getting a pounding in there, and that's that. No, it's been stopped. All over. It was ruthless, so efficient. There's that knockdown once again. 3.
Yeah, the way he worked the body was impressive too. The balance that he has from Joshua, and we'll be seeing him again.
Let's move on to Luis Ortiz vs Monte Barrett. Ortiz imposed his southpaw skills and power early, keeping Barrett on the back foot with clean, heavy shots.
4 years ago, last win, as mentioned, was over David Tua. He took a hard left there. Watch your feet, let's
Barrett was outmatched and slow to get going, and in the fourth round Ortiz landed a big left hand that dropped Barrett to one knee, prompting the referee to stop the fight.
Ortiz, Monty Barrett, a big left from Ortiz. Raul Kaiz came over and Barrett took the predicament that Barrett was in at that point, just immediately goes in. It's Ortiz, and here you can see the replay, Rich. All right, let's take a look at it. There's that left hand. Luis Ortiz and Kaiz.
Next up, Martin Bakole vs Carlos Takam. Bakole imposed his size and power early, steadily wearing down the veteran Carlos Takam with heavy shots.
In the ring, certainly feels Bakole that he can mix it with the best in the division.
Well blocked though there from Bakole. There's the right hand, he gets up close, so that's not bad from Takam.
Punches go, and maybe just the first signs of distress in there from Carlos Takam, who can't avoid many of these. He's got the clubs high.
Takam fought bravely, but in the first round, Bakole landed a fight-ending combo. A big left hand to the body, followed by a right hand to the head.
Trying to keep his distance from...
Oh, great body shot, super body shot. Bakole digs it in. Bakole can sense the finish, and he steps in, he stops it.
Some crackers indeed. Let's have a look at here. Goes forward, there's a big body shot coming up. There it is there. What a punch that was. Anyway, but let's have a look at this final finish there. That's a super punch indeed.
Just checking on Carlos Takam in there at the moment, the medical team. That is a wonderful body shot from Martin Bakole. Didn't throw too many.
Next, Ibeabuchi vs Chris Byrd. These two delivered a fierce heavyweight battle that remained competitive through the early rounds.
Good left hook, Ibeabuchi. Another good left hook. And a third.
He's got to learn to be consistent with his ability. He has ability. Got to go the opposite of what he wants.
And Ibeabuchi goes to the body with a right.
In the 5th round, Ibeabuchi unleashed a devastating left uppercut that sent Byrd to the canvas.
Ibeabuchi with a monster left hook, followed it up to the right, and Byrd for the second time in his career goes down.
Byrd managed to get back up, but Ibeabuchi finished him shortly after.
Left hook. Oh, they can stop it. They can stop it right now. What is Byrd?
On to the next one, Mike Tyson vs Buster Mathis. Just after his prison release, Mike faced the undefeated underdog. The first 2 rounds were competitive, but Tyson gradually wore Mathis down.
Says that he is physically stronger now.
Tyson going up against a guy almost shorter.
In the 3rd round, Mike unleashed a powerful assault, landing a series of brutal uppercuts and hooks that sent Mathis down and ended the fight in a decisive KO victory.
Swing around on your opponent's side and then crack.
Oh, he got a right uppercut, another right uppercut, and down goes Mathis.
To where Mathis was ducking right into it.
9, 10.
He didn't beat the count.
Next up, Joseph Rayboti vs Deontay Wilder. Rayboti came out eager in only Wilder's 4th professional fight, trying to make noise early.
Every time he jabs, he leans forward to his right. He dips down to his opponent's height, and there's the right hand though. There's the eraser that makes up.
But Wilder's explosive power told the story. He dropped Rayboti with a huge punch and followed up with another big shot that left him slumped against the ropes, ending the fight in a 1st round KO.
Yeah, he leans forward when he jabs. But right now,
that was a left hook and a short right hand that puts Raybot down. Still over a minute to go here in round 1.
You know, Wilder fought 2 times last month
against this short notice opponent. How did he stand up to that right hand? He didn't stand up to that one. And look at the way Raybot is laid out.
Before a punch was thrown, Wilder's power and his confidence comes from the right hand. The first right hand sets him up.
Next up, Anthony Joshua vs Konstantin Airich. Joshua was controlling the bout with ease, teeing off on Airich as if he were nothing more than a moving punching bag.
Being hit hard on the chin. We don't know the answer. We will one day, again, in and out of range so quickly as well.
So they're certainly doing a good job. When you're dealing with the lighter weights, you can move them up.
4 in the 2nd. There's this number 5 here, and he's certainly opening up as if he wants to right here.
The decisive action came in round 3, when Joshua stepped up the pace and unleashed powerful combinations that dropped Airich to the canvas.
From the Watford man.
Oh, that's the one!
Didn't miss that time. Took everything, didn't he? One big right hand.
After Airich beat the count, Joshua continued his savage assault until the referee stepped in to stop the fight.
He's still getting full credit to him.
And it gets another one. The towels come in, and he got absolutely.
Yeah,
was it a bit of youthful enthusiasm?
Yeah,
was it a bit of spite? What do you think?
He get carried away.
The corner had seen enough. Steve Gray had seen enough. We'd seen enough. Joshua had seen enough. When he hit him when he was on the floor as well. And as you say, Jim, you've got to be careful with that because that could be grounds for disqualification.
Next, David Tua vs Gary Bell. From the opening bell, Tua was in complete control, stalking Bell and cutting off the ring with menacing pressure.
Tua with the big punches early and already a cut over Gary Bell's eye, and Tua pounding him against the ropes early on. Tua's corner urging him to get on top, to work against that cut.
Bell tried to survive the early power, but Tua eventually detonated a vicious fight-ending left hook.
Oh, Tua very solid against the head of Gary Bell. Bell would appear to be wobbly and defenseless against the ropes as Tua pounds him into submission. And Tua moving in for the kill with the big right hand, a left, another left, and a right. Those punches all landing. Bell offering absolutely no resistance, backed into his own corner as Tua pounded away. Gary Bell cannot continue defenseless against the very solid attack of David Tua. In less than a round, and we will get the official time on the fight here moment.
Next, Fabio Wardley vs Justice Hooney. From the opening bell, Hooney looked sharp and composed, used his speed and movement to outbox Wardley and control much of the action.
So he gets crack in one of the feet to go out of range. That's a good jab followed by a left hook from the Australian, but he got it right in the rematch, didn't he, with that unquestionable.
Good to see Fraser back a few years ago. towards a world title shot, but he's got to deal with this very, very confident Justice Hernandez combination in there early in the third round.
The turning point came late in the fight, when Wardley finally found his opening, landing a huge right hand that dropped Huni to the canvas.
They are defensively in Fabio, just keeping the hands a little while. That's a good shot though. Combination up against those for the big swings. One top on one. And Wardley going to war.
After he shows that right hand, boy, you got to come up with the left uppercut, go to the middle, just here.
Body shot back from Wardley, but he's just eaten that up. And now Fabio Ward, all sorts of heavyweight. Just takes one shot. Can Huni get up? I don't think he's gonna make it.
Next up, Dillian Whyte vs Irineo Costa. Right from the start, Whyte asserted himself with raw aggression and heavy shots, immediately putting Costa under pressure. It didn't take long for the power difference to show, as Whyte landed clean and dropped Costa early.
Outside of the ring, and plenty of crump inside the ring as well. It was that first right hand that did the damage.
Costa tried to get back into the fight, but Whyte stayed on him until the referee stepped in to stop the bout.
Follow-up left hand. And he's got him again, this time with a left hook, and I don't think he's getting up from that. And I don't think that can go on. No, it can't.
No, but he took some hefty thumps from David Price as well. See, that was the left hook. It caught him to let them know it was okay. But you can see how high that landed. Just completely scrambled his thinking. But he was still patient. And there, left hook once again.
A fast and vicious knockout from Moses Ituma came in his fight with Marcel Bode. Just 13 seconds into the bout, Ituma landed a brutal kill shot.
Junior circuit as an amateur, and there you see a two-punch. Look at that shot right there.
Next up, Joseph Parker vs Martin Bakole. Parker used his speed and jab to control the distance, keeping the powerful Bakole at bay, despite his heavy pressure.
In the Bakole camp, in Martin Bakole, and he's caught Parker there prior to going there, which I think is where a lot of the confidence comes from. And he's taking some shots here from Parker.
In the second round, Parker landed a well-timed combination that staggered Bakole, forcing the referee to step in and stop the fight.
Oh, he's wobbling there though. Bakole drags himself to his feet, and Billy Nelson says that's enough from Ideal. And on a night where Joseph Parker had to put behind him the disappointment, notice Martin Bakole lasts into the second round before he's blown out there by Joseph Parker. And it was a bridge too far. He came here, was prepared to take on the challenge.
Now let's take a look at the first round beatdown from Teremoana in his fight against Aleem Whitfield. Teremoana brought heavy pressure and quickly imposed his size and power on Whitfield.
Look, see, there is that chopping right there.
Deepest amateur background, but he is a former Olympian. He's got 2 fights.
The decisive moment came in the middle of the first round, when Teremoana landed a devastating series of power punches that dropped Whitfield and forced the referee to stop the fight.
You can see what the idea is to dip to his right and try and come back with a counter right hand, but unfortunately at 168 pounds, so he's not. Big left hook, and the hammer is out!
Outsized, outmanned, outgunned, and nice left hook right there, but it was a hook that actually had him out in his feet. It wasn't a right hand. It wasn't even a compact, concise left hook. That's how powerful this man is. You can see it.
Next up, Fraser Clark vs Ebnazir Tete. These two didn't waste any time, trading punches right from the opening bell. Clark, clearly the more powerful man, proved it by the middle of round 1, finishing Tete with no chance for recovery.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kevin Parker calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 52 seconds of the very first round.
Let's move on to the fight between David Haye and Tony Bellew. The fight started at a high pace, with Haye showing his speed and power early.
Question is counter-punching ability. Right hand from Haye, but not there wildly, expecting to land shot. But from Bellew, right hand side, even the draw went down for game play. We wondered if a long tactical battle was coming to it. Maybe
when he does get too wild,
but everything changed in the middle rounds, as Bellew began landing consistently and wearing Haye down.
Enters the second half. Oh, Jason.
staying on the ropes, hoping, isn't it? After everything he said in the build-up, he doesn't want to.
In the 11th round, Bellew scored a knockdown and forced Hayes' corner to throw in the towel.
Big round when Hayes actually won. Loves their power and them punches. This is where Tony needs it. Oh, Bellew's got full shot. And down goes Hay, and physically, and the towel's gone in.
Next, Arslanbek Makhmudov versus Agit Kabayel. Kabayel started strong, using his superior speed and movement to outbox the bigger Makhmudov in the early rounds.
Stand I'm speaking about, right hand over the top. Both of them think twice, but he's having to. Oh, what a shot that is from Kabayel! Right on the chin of the big man. Oh, what a shot again, right hand. He's wobbling Makhmudov. Lands a good shot of his own.
As the fight progressed, Kabayel's body attack began to take its toll, and in round 4 he dropped Makhmudov 3 times with heavy shots to the body and head, forcing the referee to stop the fight for a TKO victory.
Kabayel's going for it, Fletch. The big question here is, can Kabayel finish him off? He's like a big oak tree. Kabayel's been superb to this point. The body shots! He can't take the body shots and he's won it! Man in the heavyweight division, the heavyweight on the rise.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 3 seconds.
Next, Anthony Joshua vs Matt Skelton. Joshua made quick work of the veteran Skelton, using his jab and power to take control early.
I'll go, and he does no tricks, and he's going to be throwing some punches if this goes any distance. That Joshua.
Joshua.
Oh, great shot.
Caught him. Skelton took that and has a big grin on his warning sign from Anthony Joshua. And there's another one.
This is good stuff, Joshua.
In the second round, a clubbing right hand dropped Skelton.
Slipped inside there. Joshua looked to land the right hand, but he's taking his time and measuring it up, and that right hand did the damage. He just waited.
After he beat the count, Joshua unloaded a dominant barrage that forced the referee to stop the fight.
Takes his time, measures him up again. Skelton's all over the place. Steve Matt Skelton sinks to his haunches. He was destroyed by that right again. Let's look at some of the action from earlier in the round as he started to pour it on.
Skelton a little bit of respect as he's due, but then he upped the pace. See, that was a kind of glancing blow. That seemed to come off the shoulder, and then the shorter right hand Joshua possesses. That's terrific. And then you can see the
fast and devastating finish happened in the fight between Vartan Arutanian and Wilmer Vasquez. Vartan took the center of the ring and started pressing Vasquez. By one point, Vartan trapped Vasquez near the ropes and unleashed a fast, brutal fight-ending combo.
Попала Рутюня. И еще на настиле сразу же. Вот она, ударная мощь настоящего тяжеловеса.
5, 6, 7.
Поднимется ли тяжело? Нет, мимо каната шагает, и это нокаут, друзья.
Next up, Vitaly Klitschko vs Albert Sosnowski. Klitschko, the bigger and more experienced fighter, largely controlled the bout with his jab and size advantage, keeping Sosnowski at bay and landing the cleaner shots throughout.
Vorne, also auf dem vorderen Fuß und dann achte Runde. Es soll ein Kampf werden, an den man sich noch lange erinnern wird. Wartet dann auf diese.
The end came in the 10th round, when Klitschko completed his methodical destruction of Sosnowski.
Der wackelt, der wäre fast umgefallen, aber hat sich irgendwie auf den Beinen halten können. Es fehlt nicht mehr viel, es kommt links, rechts, der Kampf ist aus. Als Dunek gesagt hat, hinten raus werden wir es schaffen. Hier, das waren die guten Treffer, die links, rechts. Der 31-Jährige, ja, links, rechts. Perfekt gemacht, die kamen so schnell.
Next, Anthony Joshua vs Jason Govern. Joshua controlled the action from the start, using his size, power and jab to steadily break down Govern, flooring him multiple times.
Here whatsoever.
Well, he's just trying to survive.
Frustration in the early stages of the round here.
Solid straight left hand injection there.
closer.
Turned his head and tried to do it again. Just know it's going to go off. You don't know when. Doesn't appear to be troubling Joshua with anything. Misses time. Didn't miss time.
1, 2.
How long can he do that for?
I mean, it's also...
And there's the big right hand. Gavin in big trouble. The left puts him down. Gavin saying yes, showing defiance.
The end came in the third round, when the referee decided Gavin had taken enough of the beatdown.
And down he goes again, left hand again. And Victor Loughlin's got to put an end to this. This is getting ugly here, and it's done.
I think he'd more than earned his money. Warned to him the fact that he was getting himself off the floor and getting back into the fray. But another excellent performance.
Gavin showing tremendous resistance. Another one of those right hands getting through.
A couple of times, I mean, Gavin was down, was well on the floor when that punch landed, you know.
Last fight, I think, Jim, and you know, he was asked about it afterwards, and he more or less just swatted it away.
One of the most explosive openings in heavyweight boxing history happened in the fight between David Tua and John Ruiz. Tua wasted no time making a statement. As soon as the bell rang, he unleashed devastating hooks that dropped Ruiz hard, ending the fight in just 19 seconds.
225. Listed as having a reach advantage here. We'll see how he uses it. Tua with a big left hook and Ruiz in trouble. Tua comes right at him, another big bomb and Ruiz is down. This could almost be over now. A bit right there. That had Tyson written all over it, the way it was thrown and everything by Tua. Now he knows he's done the damage here. He comes right in, and before John Ruiz can recover, Tua is all over him. One more right hand, another one in there. And that one did the damage. Tremendous hook there. Practically wins the fight for Tua already. Tony Perez on the outside, waiting for these guys to fight their way out. There's their right hand. Tony Perez should be there right now, and maybe one punch too much there. Happening very fast. That's the one there that maybe didn't have to get in. As Ruiz feeling the effects of that.
Next, Jarrell Miller vs Lucas Browne. These two delivered a real heavyweight slugfest, with both men coming to brawl that night.
There's an uppercut. Left hook by Miller. Years ago, did not make a defense of his title, but he did capture it. It's a left hook by Lucas Browne. There's a left hook by Miller. Miller might have wobbled Lucas Browne.
Miller ultimately took control and stopped Browne in the 6th round, dropping him and forcing the referee to call an end to the fight.
Big right hand by Jarrell Miller, backing up Lucas Browne. There's a right uppercut by Lucas Browne. Left hook to the body by Lucas Browne on Baby Miller. Back comes Miller, he attacks the body, punctuated by a right on the nose. Left hook to the body by Big Baby. Couple of right hands as Browne backed up with his chin in the air. What could have been a problem, there's a right hand on the left ear of Lucas Browne, who retreats backwards. Another right hand, Browne starting to get walked down. This could be problematic. Miller looking to finish off Lucas Browne, left hook. Browne in serious trouble. Browne in major danger. They're swinging and slugging it out here. They're duking it out in Dubai. Big shots being landed by both men. They are swinging back right hand by Miller. Browne in trouble. Browne is back on the ropes. Can he survive? And he does so. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's blocking a lot, but he's also getting hit a lot, which is not good.
Shook off Browne. Browne nodded as to say, "You got me." There's another right hand. Browne going backwards, but he throws a right uppercut. They still are fighting on sheer aggression. Browne got shaken up. Another big right hand. Two big right hands. Miller looking to end the night of Lucas Browne. And Miller unloading down goes Lucas Browne for the first time in the fight.
4, 5, 6,
assortment of punches, putting down Lucas Browne. Miller going on the attack. Jerome Miller looking to remain undefeated and finish off the former heavyweight champion. And this one is over. And here's the end of the fight.
That's the first knockdown.
That was the first knockdown, and here's the end of what would appear the end of the fight. It was just an assortment of punches. Miller unloading and bang.
Next, Murat Gassiev vs Mike Balogun. Gassiev made a statement in his heavyweight campaign by delivering a crushing knockout in the second round against the previously undefeated Balogun. Gassiev caught Balogun with a powerful right hand that sent him crashing to the canvas.
Правильно, наверное, никуда не торопится. А вот и правый сбоку.
Как все стремительно, вот выцеливал, искал момент. Шлеп. 6, 7, ну вставай, родной.
Ищет капо. Это все. И один удар здесь решает все.
Да, так вскинул рукой Gassiev, как будто зарядил, что называется, да, привел в боевое состояние.
Next, Alexei Papin vs Greg Hardy. Hardy started strong and had some moments, using his size and power to appear confident.
Действовать Папину по той простой причине, что на то, что ведь Папин обладает именно нокаутирующим ударом.
Папин слева сбоку и понесся Харди возвращать.
But in the third round, Papin began cracking Hardy's defense. His precise, heavy shots found the mark, and he scored a dramatic knockout.
Какую-то неуверенность. Папин это может хорошо. Папин молодец.
Попадает Папин. Зашатало Харди.
Зашатало,
но пришел в себя.
Отлично, молодец,
еще
Алексей!
Раз. Жестко!
Браво! Какой гол!
Здесь не догадался Харди взять колено, а нужно было. Боксерского опыта нет. И вот тут уже пошел дорабатывать левую сбоку. И здесь уже закрыв глаза. И, конечно, не видел он этот удар, поэтому вот все так плохо для Харди закончилось.
On to the next one, Jarrell Miller vs Akhor Mural-Lima. Miller used his size and power to grind down the smaller Mural-Lima through the first couple of rounds, trading shots and gradually taking control.
A little bit early in this fight. Remember, these guys are still in that gathering experience stage of their...
The one thing I look for from Big Baby, he is a volume puncher.
Mural-Lima trying to work the body and digging pretty good to the body. Uppercut misses, left hand gets there from Miller. Another right hand from Miller. That backs Mural-Lima up, and a right hand again by Miller. Good right hand there from Miller. And a left hand drives Mural-Lima up into the ropes.
In the third round, he landed a vicious overhand right, followed by a crushing right cross that sent Mural-Lima up to the canvas and ended the fight.
Miller combination.
Nice crisp combination by Miller.
Another right hand drops him. Straight right hand dropped him to his knees.
And this was a very, very impressive first performance on national TV for the most part.
Absolutely.
For Miller.
Mural-Lima literally took the mouthpiece out of his mouth and threw it away, and that was it.
You wonder if Mural-Lima had in some way had given up, at least inside his own head. Because you could see he's not protecting himself at all there.
Next, Anthony Joshua vs Paul Butlin. Joshua dominated from the start, using his size, power and jab to overwhelm the veteran Butlin and control the action.
Too many more of them, and Joshua knows he's got his number. Howard Foster's already...
The speed of that right hand from Joshua, that was terrific. You can see him warming to the pro game. Butlin trying to be a little bit cagey now, getting his hands up, blocking the shots, maybe a good time to go.
Then came in the second round, when Joshua landed a series of heavy combinations that dropped Butlin and forced the referee to stop the fight, giving Joshua a convincing TKO victory.
Oh, nailed him. That right hand. Now is he going to let him carry on? He is.
I think body language says, I want out of there, I would have got him out of there.
I think Howard Foster's getting ready to step in here because nobody wants to see Butlin get hurt. Body shots coming in, he's all over the place here, and that's it, the towel comes in.
As he got back up, I thought it was over at that point. I mean, look at that, Foster. I mean, okay, you're dealing with a fighter's pride, he wants to put up a show, but
Next up, Zhang Kasabutsky vs Hussein Muhammad. Kasabutsky right away imposed his power and pressure against Muhammad. Zhang began breaking down Muhammad fast, scoring multiple knockdowns before the fight was stopped in the third round via TKO.
Aber es ist natürlich immer schwer, vernünftige Boxer zu finden, die die Rechtsaussage imitieren können als Sparringspartner.
Das stimmt. Macht erstmal schön locker und dann zieht er einen da aus dem Ärmel. Und ich habe vorhin gesagt, er macht es nicht ungeschickt, der Mohamed Hüseyin, aber hat immer so, oh, da hat er wieder zwei. Oh,
Er nickt noch, er will weitermachen. Der Ringrichter lässt es auch zu.
Ja, verstehe ich nicht. Der ist doch vollkommen angenommen. Zu schön angeschlagene Boxer sind die gefährlichsten. Aber jetzt geht er ganz langsam wieder runter.
Nee, die Beine lassen fast nach. Der Treffer auf das Ohr war sauber. Oh, das war's.
Ja, jetzt kommt das Handtuch endlich geflogen.
Next, Samuel Peter vs. Taurus Sykes. Right from the get-go, Peter applied relentless pressure, attacking both the body and head.
Rubbing off. The feeling is Sykes simply doesn't have the clout. Sam Peter in the sky blue, the light blue, Taurus Sykes in the dark blue.
By the second round, Peter went full savage mode, unloading heavy shot after shot, until Sykes simply couldn't take it anymore.
That is exactly what his corner is telling him to do, that's why. And then an uppercut, followed by an overhand right, and Peter looking to end it right here. Smothering Sykes with punches. Oh, big right hand to the head. Sykes in all kinds of difficulty, and down he goes. Affecting the equilibrium of Sykes, and then he measured his punches for the most part. Now those are kind of wide, but he uses the jab to try and set that up, and Sykes was in a very bad position on the rope. That short right hand, which was thrown in a straight manner, got right to the chin, and that was probably the best punch actually that Peter threw in this fight. Also good that he went to the body, also good that he measured him with the jab. So those are all little things that make this a more impressive knockout for Sam Peter.
One of the greatest upset KOs in boxing history happened in the fight between Lennox Lewis and Hasim Rahman. Lewis started the bout confidently, controlling the pace with his jab and superior boxing skills.
Well, Rahman has a terrific record in terms of the knockouts. There was a good combination by Lewis.
That was a nice left uppercut right hand, and Lewis
corner just gesturing to his man to come forward. Oh, uppercut once again.
Nice uppercut. Get you back straight back, because he's going to walk right on top of you, just like Lynn is catching him now, probably working on that left eye.
Good jab by Lewis, and he looks a lot stronger in this round. Oh, uppercut by the champion. Rahman in a little bit of trouble. To be fair to him, he came back, and that right hand of his has come in, and what a great challenger he is.
But in the fifth round, shock struck. Rahman caught Lewis with a perfectly timed, fight-ending right hand that landed flush on the chin, sending the champion crashing to the canvas.
Oh, he's got him! He's got him! He got careless, and he's got him! Is it Oliver McCall all over again? It is! And Lewis has gone! Lewis has gone! It's another upset! There, look at Lewis's left hand. It's absolutely nowhere near, and he let it go. Oh, what a shot, what a contact. Well, there was serious controversy when he wasn't allowed to continue against McCall, but there was never any doubt about it.
Let's move on to the fight between Dmitry Kudryashov versus Ilungu Makabu. Kudryashov came out aggressively, looking to end things early with his trademark power.
Хорошо попадает Дмитрий, была перчатка на месте у Илунга, но несмотря на это... Хорошо попадает Дмитрий.
Хорошо, Кудряшова. Потрясен Макабу. Но опасен, по-прежнему опасен.
After weathering the early danger, Makabu stayed composed and began timing Dmitriy's wide shots.
И смотрите, возвращает Макабу. Опа, это нокдаун, тяжелый нокдаун.
In the fifth round, Makabu landed a crushing counter, then followed up with vicious combinations to finish the fight.
По корпусу попадает конголезец. Опять встал у канатов Кудряшов и тут же включился тут же Макабу. По количеству выброшенных внимательно следит. Ох, какой удар слева пропускает Кудряшов. И все. Я так понимаю, бой остановлен. Вашему вниманию
показывают лучшие повторы.
Next, Dillian Whyte versus Lucas Browne. Whyte started patiently, applying steady pressure and breaking Browne down with sharp jabs and heavy body shots.
And it's happened to Lucas Browne before, and there's a right hand from Whyte right into it. Back home in Australia, but he is being absolutely punished every time.
In the 6th round, Whyte unloaded a brutal left hook that knocked Browne out cold.
Try and chuck one more, but he can't, and a left hook lays him out! Dillian Whyte is victorious, and it's a dramatic...